And then most of the people at that time were speaking their own dialect, the Toishanese, Cantonese. But now things have changed, and we get people from all over Taiwan, China, who speak Mandarin. So we have staff who speak all the dialects. Because in Chinatown in those days was, the streets were Beach Street, Hudson, Tyler, Harrison, but there were not that many people. But then we expanded out, Chinatown now is, I think the Chinese community is not just Chinatown anymore, because we include people who moved out of Chinatown. They went to Quincy, Malden, Brookline, Newton, all over. So, but they still like to come back to Chinatown. That's why weekends are so crowded here. No place to park, and so many people in the restaurants and shops, because everyone comes back to Chinatown to visit. Yeah. Well, I feel that people want to move back to Chinatown when they get older. They want to get elderly housing, because those are low rent. And also they don't have to drive, because some people never drove, the older people. But even those who did drive, when they get older, they cannot, they give up their cars, they don't want to drive anymore, or maybe they have some medical problems. And they feel that living in Chinatown gives them ability to walk everywhere. And there's lots of services in Chinatown. The hospitals, everything, clinics, everything. So they like to come back to Chinatown. At first, they had a hard time adjusting because they didn't speak much English. But they're very, very successful in getting their friends to also move. And so, because if they know some people, well, what it is, if they move in there and then someone else moves in, a Chinese, and then they say, oh, that's a very nice place. Well, let's go apply there. They can apply everywhere. They apply everywhere. And so pretty soon you have about 10 people there. It's another community, And I know that in some buildings, they say, wow, so many Chinese people live there already. Half of them are Chinese. So so if you have a big crowd, 50 Chinese, that's pretty good. And then they have to provide services to them,